Real Sociedad 0, Manchester United 1. A victory and a clean sheet for United, but we finished second in the group, which means that we will face a Champions League side in February. KG, what do you make of it all?
It's a happy birthday, but doesn't it? It feels like,
actually, yeah. Sorry.
Like,
happy birthday.
No. So it's not like
get the badge in.
It's like, come on, get the badge in. I wanted more. It's one of those ones where the day was perfect, but you probably got the different cake they didn't really want. Yeah. No, I wanted the Madeira cake.
No disrespect, Paolo.
No disrespect to Paolo and the Madeira cake. I'm saying that you just wanted the icing on top of the cake, really. That was the thing when you look at today's result. It's weird because it's not a loss, but it feels that way a little bit. And I have to just remember, I do need to take some positives out of the game. Again, that was a battle. I think players are going to learn a lot more about themselves in that 90 minutes. And Ten Hag's going to learn a lot about his team in that 90 minutes. They had to fight. I don't believe in terms of, talk about having bastards in the game and like those players that are going to be really aggressive. I think Real Sociedad had more. In the way they played it perfectly. We're supposed to be a football inside. It kind of reminds me of the days, when Arsenal had that beautiful football inside in the past, and you just hit them until they tried to fight you, and then there's no more football being played. And you can tell it. We went away for our philosophies today. We were out physical out of the game. And before you would say about Man United is if you wanted to get physical with us, we'd get physical right back. You don't really have those characters in it, except Casemiro, where you think McTominay's going to come in and be that kind of that meat in the middle of the pitch, right? And he wasn't. He wasn't that hatchet man stopping them because you want them to think, bloody hell, he might be here. I've got to be careful. Didn't happen. I think Real Sociedad played a blinder in terms of the match worked perfectly for them in terms of some even down to decisions. They outplayed us at the game that they wanted to play. If we stuck to our philosophy, I think we win that game. But then you start to say to yourself, Harry Maguire up front lets you know.
Talk to me about that. What does that say? Is that not a message?
It means we need to spend in Jan. We've been waiting for Martial to come back, Martial to be free. And these are the games where you say, Martial being the striker he is, it hurts us. To go to Harry Maguire is, you can't get any lower than that in saying, look, I need to go. Harry, even Harry must have thought, really? You know what I mean? He ran to the back and was like, no, mate, you're playing there. And then even the quality balls, we didn't even get good quality balls into Harry Maguire. Look, I don't want to be too harsh. We don't win in Spain. Man United we got the result, but not the result that we needed. Again, you're going to play these teams that have fallen out of the Champions League. The question is, yes, they're good, but if they're that good, they'll still be in the Champions League. So there's something there for us to say, you know what, we want to be playing this tournament next season. We have to play against the best. We can't avoid it. We can't say, we want to work our whole way into getting to a final, Man City style, where you play no one and all of a sudden you play someone great in the final. No, bro. If you think you're good enough, play the best. And then that will give you the yardstick of where you really are. I don't want to play Barcelona first because Lewandowski, no Martinez in that first game will be a bit tough. I kind of like the look of Ajax, to be honest. I always thought it was going to be Ajax. I told them when they dropped out I told them from the beginning, we'll see you in Europa. I said, we'll see you in Europa. So funny enough, we're going to see them in Europa, but it's just, are we going to be playing them? It is what it is. Man United, I'm frustrated. I am frustrated today.
Garnacho, though, a positive. Garnacho gets his goal in the first half, and we thought there was plenty of promise in the game. Can he nail down a spot in the side, do you think? What's Jadon Sancho thinking at the moment?
I think he's making, not just Jadon Sancho, you got to say Rashford. Yeah. He's making everyone think the left-hand side it starts to open up right now. You say, if Garnacho's going to play and finish like that, you could tell that he's young because he fizzled out. And there's moments in a game like that where you want your left-hand-sided player to just run at these lot. But then, again, our whole football strategy changed. He was rattled. He was as rattled as I was watching the game, right?
Just a little bit.
He was rattled. So he was complaining about things. He wanted things to go his way. And that's immaturity from him. So I don't think he's ready for a first-team place, but he's knocking on the door. More than Elanga, more than Sancho. And there's a quality player there. There's a quality player there. He just needs guidance. And it's a shame. I think Marcel was saying, he said, it's mad saying that we need a striker when we have CR7. You never would have thought we would say that, but pans out we do. I didn't think I'd see the day that we're saying that, but we definitely need something different to what we have. Rashford cannot play as a centre forward. He can't. You saw him doing the same things that we've seen from Rashford, running into blind alleys. On the left hand side, he's got more time to work things out. But again, I don't want to be too critical. Away from home, clean sheet, we're through to the next round. We can't avoid it. That's the key thing I've got to tell myself. We can't avoid the big games. Whoever comes out, if we're good enough, we can beat them.
And this season, against big teams, we've got a decent record in comparison to maybe the first game against Real Sociedad. Previously, Man United might have lost that game today. What do you think Erik ten Hag would take away from it? Are there positives to take out from today's game?
Battling, I think. But then I think the first half, he might take some pride from that, winning 1-0. But then I think he'll be a bit upset with it, because remember, he is a perfectionist, right? Yeah. And today was anything but perfect. I think it was the hardest game we've ever had, I believe, that we've played in terms of any of the games. Yes, we've been beaten by teams and stuff, but I feel like we were just outmanned, outplayed.
Big statement that. So you're saying that game was more challenging than Arsenal, than Man City away?
Yeah, because I think the teams have been... Arsenal haven't had enough time to watch us and understand how to stop us, right? That probably is a tactic to say, you know what, let's just out-physical these guys and see what happens, and change the game into a game where they're not playing their beautiful football. Again, we're known for creating at least, 10 to 15 chances a game. We created 4, so they nullified us. And that's because they've watched us and said, if we can get them out of playing football and into a physical battle, we win this game. And that's the early stages of dealing with teams that are, I won't say tick-a-tacker, but they try to play the beautiful game at all points. And we've just learned something today.
You said on the Flex and KG show on Tuesday that we were a striker away from competing for the Premier League title.
Yep.
Did your point get backed up today, or have you changed your mind?
We need a striker because today we lack goals. You know what I mean? Again, defensively, you can see what we are defensively. Diogo Dalot, as much as right back have been playing, we're holding it down in terms of we're not... How many hours has it been since we've leaked a goal? The issue is in front of goal is where the problems are happening. I remember the chip from Ronaldo. Garnacho had that little sniff, but then he couldn't. You remember before he scored, right? But there's not been a lot. So it is what it is. I can't be too stressed. Man United were moving. Again, we called it the free hit season. We'll see what happens. I don't want to be down in it. We just need to know that when the opportunity comes, when the big team comes, believe in ourselves that we can do it.
We're still through to the next round, though. Are we going to win the competition?
Too early to say.
Man, KG, you've changed.